1, 2, 3, start.
The guest of honor, our head teacher, all the invited guests, the prefectorial body, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mumbere Believing, a member of Lincoln House. I am greatly honored yet again humbled to address such a distinguished gathering. Ladies and gentlemen, health is one of the most precious things one can have and is based on how healthy is. How can one be healthy? 1, by proper personal hygiene. Fellow citizens, personal hygiene can best be achieved by can best be achieved by brushing our teeth, cleaning our houses, cutting our fingernails short, washing our hands before eating and after visiting areas of conveniences. Regular physical exercises is also a serious factor in maintaining our health. These ones involve jogging around, playing football, making warm-ups, also making 10 to 15 push-ups each day. This helps to reduce the size of the body, remove the metabolic waste that would accumulate in the body and result into diseases. It also helps the body to be strong and resist against diseases. Fellow Ugandans, feeding on a balanced diet is one of the ways we can keep healthy and boost our immunity. Feeding on foods that are rich in proteins, carbohydrates, among others, helps the body to be strong. We live healthy and we stay healthy. Ladies and gentlemen, sanitation is a serious factor in keeping ourselves healthy. We need to destroy all the breeding places for mosquitoes. If we are to keep healthy, let us also make sure that we are living in a clean environment. This one will help to get rid of acquiring diseases that are associated or transmitted by mosquitoes. Fellow Ugandans, yesterday was a history. Tomorrow is a mystery. But today is a gift. That's why it is called present. Thank you.
We coordinate us, grab him once again. If you think it is easy, try it. If you think education is expensive, try ignorance. Education is the greatest weapon to change the world. Nelson Mandela said, and fools multiply when wise men keep quiet. Thank you for those good words. Next on stage, we have Mandela. Mandela will be followed by Malcolm. Then we go to Nkrumah. Get on stage. Thank you very much. Punctuality. Talent show, get ready. After the speech, we shall have talent show. Then poetry recitation. No any minutes of wastage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Start.
The guest of honor, stakeholders of the school, ladies and gentlemen, I'm humbled to greet you all. I am Nagasha Rachel, a senior consultant in education Service Commission, plot number 2, Luumu Street, Kampala. I take this opportunity to appreciate the Almighty Lord who has kept us still breathing. Please join me and give him a round of applause. I feel greatly honored to stand amidst such a distinguished gathering and enlighten you on how to succeed. Sparkling like a star is easy, but then enlightening the darkness in a whole night is another hard task. The same applies to education and life. Succeeding in life is a war zone. Nevertheless, problems and challenges are met, confronted, but never quitted. Problems and challenges are met and confronted, but never quitted. Your question should be how. Many people have different opinions. I will say hard work united with patience enveloped in a prayer is the password to success. Ladies and gentlemen, education is acquiring of knowledge and skills from different personnels and applying it in your day-to-day life. I know that education is like a circle and it keeps on rotating. As one tries to achieve something, there are roadblocks, but obstacles do not have to stop you from moving. If you run into a wall, do not turn around and give up. Figure out how to climb it, go through it, or work around it. And work around it. For example, I myself, during my education, I was not all that knowledgeable in class, and my family's income was not all that stable. But I worked very hard, tooth and nail, mainly by consulting teachers, discussing with my friends, and doing some jobs during the holiday to earn income for my tuition. And at the end of it all, I achieved my dream. Here I am, successful. After a tough kind of situation, you will realize that a tea bag can never release its flavor until it's immersed into hot water. Remember, our goal is not to ignore the problems of life, but to put ourselves in a better mental and emotional state where we can not only come up with solutions, but act upon them. Lastly, usually things do go out of hand if one does not prepare adequately for their time. The upshot is always invariably confusion and poor performance. I remain Nagasha Rachel, a senior consultant in education. Thank you for your attention, for God and my country.
Let us add high thunderous clap. Next on stage, speech, come. You have the marks for punctuality. 1, 2. Good. The house whose member is coming. Oye! Malcolm, oye! One, two, three, start.
This is a speech presented by Malcolm X about the wonders of St. Thomas. Our guest of honor, the panel of judges, school administrators, ladies and gentlemen, I greet you all. Many of you know me. My name is Dr. Maria Linda, a specialist in surgery at Insambia Hospital. I'm glad to see the old girls and boys of my time. It must be a great treasure to come back home, a place that nurtures beauty with pride, dignity, and brains, just like the theme states. I tell a story of a time when one thought of a God for all and man for himself, until a Savior stood out, save us all, and created an epic for the better to come. It is just yesterday, while we lay witnesses, that the school project kicked off. It is now 2022. On one building for classrooms, but now buildings flood to create a campus with a loose population of 110 students. Look now, a fraternity that produces first-hand material for all sectors of the world, be it doctors, teachers, nurses, mothers, to mention but a few, from a population that now amuses the mob, a 1,700 people society. Who can recall of the first daughters and sons performance? No one dares to look back, because what is here, success speaks for itself. Comrades, how does it feel to be ranked #1 in the whole of Rubilizi district? A performance that shot awakening alarms to the crowd. Whoever has been here has worked. Whoever is here still works to overcome the imaginary failure, a backward pull, a force to discourage a soul. It is a relief to know that we can still count on each other, even in the worst of the moments. It is for that help that was given that my soul is and was blessed to create a desire to help more, yet please none. From here, a prayer is heard by the heavens that the graces cannot be held back. That is at St. Thomas. The one challenger and hustler through the worst is St. Thomas. A clear signal on how heads are held high even in the worst of the moments is St. Thomas. Friends, nothing hurts like having none to present to the world as your own. I'm so lucky, very much lucky to have you. St. Thomas, I have you for a friend, a great treasure, and a wonder by its name, St. Thomas Vocational Secondary School. I cannot exhaust the successes, but as for the wonders, let's go shout to the world as we encourage whoever is here of a great treasure hidden in their future. Yes, we can excel remains on our lips as we put it into action. Today, tomorrow, and forever, I remain Dr. Maria Linda at Nsambya Hospital.
Nyabare! Nyabare!
Nachi!
Enough hand clap for the doctor.
Nachi!
Thank you very much. Next on stage, another speech. You are highly welcome. DJ, please. I know that. Thank you very much. Come to stage. 1. 2.
A speech about the zeal in the domicile Thomas on the tremendous brain challenge day. The chief guest, our dear judges, the head teacher, teaching and non-teaching staff, different house members, all invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, I embrace you all. Standing before you is Kisache Promise, a member from the Green Colored House, Nkuruma. St. Thomas is a great institution of heroic sense of humor that no one dares to think of it stooping so low, known to shine in academics, religion, discipline, and smartness. Each day spent in St. Thomas, an intelligent lass or lad realizes memorable days. In academia we rock, and everything at St. Thomas is hunky-dory. In this mighty institution, one can grow into a doctor, an engineer, a musician, and many more others due to our talking compound that communicates to every idle mind, making it realize the immaculate future one can hold by paying close attention to its advice. It grooms a main team. Via discipline, who can say? We all correspond to be judged by the courts of law, and none of us can be sentenced to any form of punishment. With the staff around, everyone can be groomed into a responsible citizen, but not one who is pretty crummy. Here in the domicile learning site, we happen to have different religions: Catholics, Anglicans, Seventh-day Adventists, the Muslims, as well as born-agains. But as for this, everyone feels adulation for what he or she is. Here in St. Thomas, students, teachers, and all personnel bonded to the school are smart. Smart by brain, body, and speech. By the way, in St. Thomas, English speech is mandatory, and everyone here speaks good English, making us boost our confidence. All is positive at St. Thomas, and one can see an outright sun in the azure sky by having a stay in St. Thomas. Protocol observed. Could St. Thomas be notorious? Yes, we can excel for God and my country. I remain such a promise, a chief's advisor speakership in school. Thank you.
The Lord is good. The house where our previous speaker belongs. Clap. Next on the stage, we have few speeches to go. 1, 2, 3. Speech. The house head that is coming to present a speech. The last speech. Yeah, play. Let the music move. They were still sleeping. Anyway, we go. 1, 2, 3, we go.
Hello. This is a speech about wonders of my school, St. Thomas Vocational Senior Secondary School, represented by Amprida Maria Goretti from Nyerere House. In the absentia of our chief guest of honor, the clergy, the human resource manager, clergy, head teacher, other invited guests, teaching and non-teaching staff, ladies and gentlemen, greetings to you all. Before you still is Ampire Maya Goretti. On behalf of Nyerere, allow me to give my sincere gratitude to all the guests that have really honored our cordial invitations. Can you please first clap for our visitors? Thank you so much. Here at St. Thomas, wonders do not cease to happen. Even right now, I think they are just fighting on the way to come and happen here. Isn't that good? So our guests, allow me to just enlighten you about the wonders of my school. It's really a wonderful school. This school started in 2010 with few students of about 110, only with 2 classes, senior 1 and senior 2. But now the number has really increased to over 1,700 students. Isn't that a wonderful sure? You need really to clap. You need to thank the Lord for that. Okay? On that, the academic excellency, it's a wonder here. It's really a wonder. Our academic performance has been increasing year by year. As the pioneers of this school, I'm from telling you that it started in 2010. They started their examinations in 2012. We managed to get 3 first grades as our pioneers were starting. But now, in this shortest time of almost like 8 to 10 years, now the number of first grades, last year 2020 to 2021, we had 98 first grades. Please be joyful for that, okay? From 3 now to 98. How about next year? Okay? This school, as I've already told you, we have grown. You can see we have now O-level. The school that started with only 2 blocks. We are now with A-level and O-level, okay? A-level pioneers sat, and the best had 19 points, 2018. And since then, the graph has been constant. I mean the graph of academic performance. And still we promise you that it is still our year. This is still our year. It will still be a wonder, as here wonders do not cease to happen. I can't fail to say that I'm still proud of my school, of all the wonders that students who finish from here are not wasted outside. For example, am I lying? Did the father of St. Joseph say that one of our students graduated with them last month? So it means they are not wasted. If you know that you've ever gone to the university or visited it, all those further courses that are the university, medicine, law, don't know that we have representatives there. Our students are in those courses of big, fat courses of law, medicine, and this is a really true. Trust me. And as wonders here cannot cease to happen, this school started as a private school under the control of as our caretaker, Father Charles Nwagaba. On this note, on this occasion, allow me to thank every person who put in much effort so that it becomes a government school. Can you clap for that? Even clap for God, people. From private, we are now government. And how has this helped us? This thing has really helped us in so many ways. For example, for the payments of registrations, it was really a tug of war to be registered. But now, we paid only 60,000 shillings for registration. Yet sometime back, we used to pay more than that. For sure, isn't that good? Clap for everyone who put in that effort so that we become a government school. Ladies and gentlemen, on the issue of discipline, we are very far, both spiritually and discipline.
1 minute.
Thank you. This school has many religions, Catholics, Anglicans, but on the issue of religion, we respect every religion. We have Anglican reverends who come and we conduct services with them. I know as you were sloping down, we saw the growth of Mother Mary there up. That is the way to show you that we are spiritually upright. For example, last month we were in Month of Rosary. Tell you the truth, students have been taking it upon themselves to go and recite a rosary. Thank you so much for listening to me. Just stay and see wonders that are going to even happen today. Just see. I think you saw those students who are singing. That was their composition. It means we even have talented students here. Isn't that a wonder? Thank you so much. I remain Ampide Maria Goret, Nyerere House, for God and my country.
Yamane, the school of wonder, Thomas, a school of joy. Let us give her also a thunderous clap. And above all, I want to appreciate every person who is very conducive. I can tell you there is total discipline. The ambience of tranquility that is happening behind there, I say thank you very much. For the few who are still lost somewhere, Of those entrusted to me, no one should get lost. Come and be with us and find the 99 sheep. Thank you. Next on stage, there is a shift in the program. Talent show, get ready. I warned you before. Talent show. After talent show, may I request Teacher Gervais wherever you are. Teacher Gervais wherever DJ, kindly get us to know our primary schools, those who are already around, and their presentations, so that we don't catch them unaware. Teacher Gervais, thank you very much. And in case he delays, the teacher who has accompanied the students, just flamboyantly walk and reach the table of the judges. And Judge Debbie, could you put up your hand? She will kindly register your piece and will present it. Thank you very much. Next on stage, talent show. Talent show, and this is the order. Luther King, Lincoln, Malcolm, Nyerere, Mandela, Nkrumah. I'm giving you 1 minute to be on stage. Good. After that, I know lunch is getting ready. I've just been informed. We shall have third round brain challenge and then a dance. So boys, get ready with your dance, and then we shall go for lunch. That will take about 30 minutes. Talent show, the first one to appear on stage will have, yeah, good. You are welcome. I know talent shows are always very good. If you need a microphone, just blink the eye. I will see you and bring it to you. Let us clap the musicians. Clap! Luther King. And talent show takes 3 minutes. Face the judges. Face the judges. Good. 1, 2, 3. Start.
If you want to see more, what I tell you is that, what I tell you is that we are the icons. Luther King is the best I ever seen. It is called for this competition. Luther King is the best I ever seen. It is called for this competition. Oh, we are the champions. 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 There is Lord, nothing can fail. Where is Lord, we can do it. I believe the Lord is with us. I believe that God is with us. We are the icon. Luther King is the best I ever seen. It is called for this competition. Luther King is the best I ever seen. It is called for this competition. Oh, we are the champions. 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 We are the icon. Luther King is the best I ever seen. It is called for this competition. Luther King is the best I ever seen. It is called for this competition. Oh, we are the champions. 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 Oh, we are the champions.
standing ovation for our guest of honor. With claps up.
Let us once again put our hands together and welcome our guest of honor. We shall request them to take their seats. Thank you for coming in this occasion of your presence.
Thank you very much. Onyele! Nkurumaye! Mwane! Omarkom Excellent! Ruza Kinge! Abraham Lincoln! Thank you very much. Our dear guest of honor, once again, you are highly welcome. And the function or the ceremony is going on well. And so far you have come at a time we are on the fifth activity of the day. Once again, you are highly welcome. Next on stage so far, you have found us on the talent show. And we have just finished competition in anthem singing, apple eating competition, laughing and affiliation competitions, the first round of the brain challenge, speech elocution. Those items were successfully done. And right now we are on talent show, and so far one house has already presented. It is inter-house competition. Next on stage we have the only house with air, and that is Lincoln. You are welcome to the stage with special talent. Lincoln! Ra! Ah!
Yes.
The saint of our school, Saint Thomas. The saint of our school, pray for us. The saint of our school, Saint Thomas. The saint of our school, pray for us. Let us give him glory and honor to our God, and give thanks to him for his love that endures forever. The saint of our school, Saint Thomas. The saint of our school, pray for us. The saint of our school, Saint Thomas. The saint of our school, pray for us. We put our school in the hands of Saint Thomas to guide it with angels of God forevermore. The saint of our school, Saint Thomas. The saint of our school, pray for us. The saint of our school, Saint Thomas. The saint of our school, pray for us. We give thanks to your name, O Lord our Father, for the gift of Father Charles who constructed our school. The saint of our school, Saint Thomas.
very much. Judge, could you kindly tell us the house that he won the speech elocution? Are you ready? Thank you very much. Honor the winner, the house. Next talent show, Malcolm X, get nearer.
With the title Wonders of St. Thomas, she was a nurse with an interesting speech, audible, utilized the body language, greeted us, introduced herself, was eloquent enough. Ladies and gentlemen, with a total of 91, Malcolm takes up.
Malcolm! Good. Thank you, Judge. Is the speaker of the speech around here? The speaker of Malcolm. Good. Next on stage, talent show Malcolm X. Talent show Malcolm X. Come to the stage. Malcolm. Okay. Which talent do you have? You are going to see. 1, 2, 3. Beats. Without the machines. My God. Is the DJ touching the machines? And also
I want to do some dubstep. I want you to look at my hand.
Thank you very much. Nalo. Next on stage. Learning does not take long. Good. Next on stage, we have Mandela. Talent show. Mandela talent show. 1 minute of message. After Mandela, the house is remaining. Get on the stage. Can we give her some confidence? Let us clap her. Good. 1, 2, 3, start.
When I think upon your goodness and your faithfulness each day, I'm convinced that's not because I am worthy to receive the kind of love that you give.
Hands up.
But I'm grateful for your mercy.
Good song, hands up.
And I'm grateful for your grace. And it's cause of how you poured on yourself that I have come to sing this song and in praise. In my life, in my
doesn't know. Who am I, Lord? Who am I to sing your praises? Who am I to worship you? It's your blood that makes a difference in me. I'm never ready to enter into your throne. I could not come near your presence. I could never sing your song. But the sacrifice at Calvary is the reason why, is the reason why I cry out today. Imela, Imela, oh Kaka, oh Yakalua. Imela, Imela,
Ese moretas grapa. Next on stage, talent show, remaining house, come to stage. Thank you very much. Come to stage. Which house are you together, clap? Good. 1, 2, 3, we go.
So how could I do without your smile? Draw me and you kicking me out. Got my head spinning, no kicking, I can't bring you down. What's going on, that beautiful mind? I need your magical mystery right. And I'm so dizzy, you know I don't need, but I'll be alright. My hands I know what but I'm feeling fine. You're crazy now, I'm out of my mind. 'Cause all of me love you, so all of you love your casting, all your edges, all your perfect imperfections. I give you all of me, I give my all to you. You're my end and my beginning, either when I lose or win. 'Cause I give you all of me, hey, you give me all, love you, ooh, yeah. How many times have I heard? Thank you.
Can we give them a finalist clap? It is one of the songs. Such kind of singing is very spectacular. Is that enough hand clap? Thank you very much. Now that we have, do we still have any other talent show? Come to stage if it is still there. It must be the last one. Come to stage. We are men with only one talent show, and that one comes from nowhere else but except which house? Nyerere! It is your day. Good. Thank you. 1, 2, 3, start. my God.
Thank you. Do you mind playing a specific song? Do you mind playing a specific song? Like following the notes? You can't do it. Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Next time you are asked. Brother should be down. Second round brain challenge. You are crying. Don't cry more than the bereaved. Okay. May I ask our visitors from the Frada should be down. Second round brain challenge. You are crying. Don't cry more than the bereaved. Okay. May I ask our visitors from the primary section, all of you are the primary no teachers. Kamba sabe mukurate omuntu ogu owe akuteko mukona higuru. Abanza barambuse ekyondo ko kigiye ko kitwenda ngo murebeho kaki. Ne bari munonga. Give them away. Thank you very much. Participants in brain challenge, come to the stage. Judge, write for me papers A, B, C, D, E. Teacher Esther is single, the icon of English language. You are highly welcome. Could you have come with our teacher? So teacher Eunice, where are you? Should be seated next to. Thank you very much. You are most welcome. Are you ready? Now, we have 5 houses remaining. At the end of this round, we shall say bye-bye to one more house. The higher you go, we shall see. Give me the papers. We are the second round of brain challenge. Judge, could you tell us the winner? Could you tell us the winner of the talent show? Tell your name, come and register. You can never go and not.
Thank you so much, Mr. Wogura.
You are most welcome.
And the winner is River King.
Good. These papers are written on A, B, C, D, E. Whatever you pick is what you are going to do. Who had picked letter 1 in the last part? Come. The rest go and sit. Hello, which house are you?
Lincoln Abraham.
Abraham Lincoln. Which letter have you picked?
Letter D.
Come again.
Letter D.
Letter D or B?
D.
D. The person holding the microphone in charge of speaking out the answers must be very eloquent. Second round is a round of only sciences. Don't think our president of Uganda was not wise to say sciences must be recognized. We are going to see. I know this school promotes the study of science. You have expert science teachers. Let us see if you are going to let them down. Are you ready?
Yes.
And this is only physics and a little bit of chemistry. Question number 1. Audience, what do we call the partial removal of a solute from a solvent by introducing a second solvent immiscible with the original solvent, but in which the solute is more soluble?
Solvent extraction.
That one cannot be wrong. Correct answer, 10 marks. Question number 2. What do we call the feature of the first element within a group in which that element has similar chemical properties to those of its diagonal neighbor in the next higher group as a result of similarity of both ionic and atomic radii?
Diagonal relationship.
After praising the whole school that we have good science teachers and you come to give a very correct answer. Thank you. Question number 3. What do we call the tendency of an atom of an element to dissolve in a solution containing its own ions?
Solubility.
That is a wrong answer. The correct answer is electron potential. Question number 4. What do we call the breakdown of a heavy nucleus to form a lighter nuclei?
Nuclear fission.
It cannot be wrong. Correct answer. What do we call existence of atoms of the same element with the same chemical properties and the same number of protons, but with different mass numbers due to the difference in the number of neutrons?
Isotopy.
It cannot be wrong. Correct answer. What do we call the point in a reversible reaction when the rate at which the reactants are forming the product is equal to the rate at which products are dissociating to the reactants?
Equilibrium point.
Did you say equilibrium?
Equilibrium point.
And it cannot be wrong. Oh, Lincoln, we shall see. Question number 7. But we are here to heal you, not kill you. What do we call a type of reaction in which heat is absorbed from the surroundings?
Endothermic reaction.
Are you a student of sciences?
Yes.
Which class are you?
Senior 6.
It cannot be wrong. Question number 8. What do we call the prevention of the reaction from occurring due to the reaction site being crowded with a large or bulk group of atoms? 1, 2.
It is steric hindrance.
Steric hindrance, benefit of doubt, correct answer. I meant counting. The answer is the real one, but I meant counting. What do we call a type of bond formed due to the transfer of one or more electrons from one atom to another?
Ionic bond.
Ionic bond cannot be wrong. Let us put our hands together for the teachers of science in this school. But if our head teacher is not a scientist, we chase him away. Is he a scientist?
Yes.
Does he teach the subject I'm also asking?
Yes.
Are you seeing the smile on his lips? Yes. We continue. Question number 10. What do we call the random movement of particles in a liquid or gaseous form? 1.
Brownian motion.
Brownian motion cannot be wrong. What do we call the energy possessed by a body by virtue of its position?
Potential energy.
Correct. What do we call the process whereby light nuclei combine to form a heavy nucleus with the release of energy?
Nuclear fusion.
Wow, the other one was fusion, now it is fusion. Correct answer. I love the steadiness. I can see that the person who offers Earth's nodding. Can you offer to your members? Yeah, he's ordering. Yesterday I told you where a thief was caught and everybody was beating up the thief. And the thief said, excuse me, but make mukachi. The man, hatuma maji ya kumpela ni mumjire order. I love your order. Next question, please. Are you ready?
Yes.
What do we call a point in the electric field where no electric force is experienced?
Neutral point.
Neutral point is right. Name the instrument used to measure velocity and acceleration of a moving body.
Ticker tape timer.
Ticker tape timer is a very correct answer. Sometimes questions repeat to check your steadiness. What do we call the state of balance of a body? 1, 2.
Stability.
That is a wrong answer. The correct answer is equilibrium. Question number 16. What is the rate of doing work? 1.
Power.
Correct. Name the instrument used to measure wind.
Windsock.
1.
Windsock.
That is a wrong answer. Not expected of you. Take your time. The primary students are mentioning the answer. What do we call the instrument that measures electric current?
Ammeter.
Ammeter is correct. What is a form of energy that stimulates a sense of vision?
Light.
Correct. Lastly, name the device used to step up or step down alternating voltage.
A transformer.
It cannot be wrong. Correct answer. And out of 20 questions, may I inform you that you have passed 17 and you have 170 marks. Your next prayer should be another house should score less than your mark, but I know you are not a sadist. Those who picked letter 2, come to the stage. Get on stage. We are going to pick a letter so that we get to know what to ask you. Which letter have you picked? And which house are you?
Is it on?
Which house are you in?
Malcolm X.
Oh, Malcolm! Oh! There are some people who have voices bigger than yours. Oh, Kuruma! Which letter have you picked?
Letter E.
Letter E. And first question is, what do we call a change from solid state to gaseous state and vice versa without passing through the liquid?
Sublimation.
Sublimation is the correct answer. Audience, I want to hear where there is noise and we eliminate your members from the stage. I'm counting 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Question number 2. What do we call an atom whose atomic number and atomic mass are specified?
Relative atomic mass.
Wrong answer. And we have the answer still in the finals. You will ask us, but it starts with letter N. Question number 3. What do we call a method used to separate a volatile compound which is immiscible with water from other volatile impurities by passing steam through the mixture and temperature of the mixture boils at a temperature below 100 degrees centigrade?
Steam distillation.
It cannot be wrong. Can we clap her? Question number 4. What do we call oxides of non-metals?
Acidic oxides.
Correct answer. What do we call the process of passing an electric current through a substance or the so-called electrolyte in a solution or in a molten form and the substance is decomposed by electricity?
Electrolysis.
Electrolysis cannot be wrong. Mugbit, do you do sciences?
I try to.
You try to do. Which combination do you do?
Hell.
I will keep looking at if you are contributing any of the answers. Question number 6. What do we call the smallest particle of a given type of matter?
An atom.
An atom cannot be wrong. What do we call the adding of oxygen to a substance or the removal of hydrogen from a substance?
Oxidation.
Correct answer. What do we call a method used to cover iron steel with a thin layer of zinc?
Galvanization.
Galvanization cannot be wrong. What do we call a process by which a solution is saturated by evaporating some of the solvent?
Fractional crystallization.
Crystallization cannot be wrong. Question number 10. What do we call a reaction in which oxidation and reduction occurs simultaneously?
A redox reaction.
Oh my God. Did I hear you say a redox?
A redox reaction.
And you think it is wrong? It is very correct. Question number 11. What do we call a collection of light rays?
A beam.
A beam cannot be wrong. It was one of the simplest questions of this round. Name the instrument used to measure the pressure of a sample of a gas.
A manometer.
Manometer cannot be wrong. Which instrument is used to measure the atmospheric pressure?
A barometer.
Barometer cannot be wrong. What do we call the apparent slowing down of time for an object moving at realistic speeds?
Dilation of time.
Dilation of time or time dilation is correct. What term is applied to materials through which light can pass in straight lines?
A transparent material.
Are you a science student?
Yeah.
Can we first look at your face? Thank you very much. Can we clap her? Doreen?
Yes.
Can we get to know which class are you?
Form 5.
How many aggregate do you get at senior 4?
14.
Did you get 14?
Yeah.
No wonder you can tell the right corn by its look. Question number 16. What term is given to an object that is projected by some force and continues in motion by virtue of its own inertia?
A projectile.
Projectile, correct answer. What do we call the product of force and lever arm distance which tends to produce rotation?
Weight.
That is wrong. The correct answer is torque. Question number 18. Which principle states that The equal volumes of all gases at the same temperature and pressure contain the same number of molecules.
Avogadro's principle.
Avogadro's principle cannot be wrong. Question number 19. Which law states that the amount of a stretch or compression of an elastic material is directly proportional to the applied force?
Hooke's law.
Hooke's law is very correct. What do we call the conversion of an atomic nucleus of one element into an atomic nucleus of another element through a loss or gain in the number of protons?
Nuclear transmutation.
Transmutation is very correct. This is wonderful. May I, at this time, declare Malcolm, you have qualified for the quarterfinals. Because you have 180 marks and Lincoln has 170. The house that picked letter number 3, come to the stage. Thank you very much, Judge Ronald. Which house are you?
Mandela.
Which house are you?
Mandela House.
Kindly organize the microphone. Somebody to help. Sharon, okay. Sharon, you can help the microphone. Okay, you can even hold it. What is your name, the person in the center?
Blessings Ninsima.
Which house are you?
Mandela House.
Oh, Mandela! Which letter have you picked?
Letter C.
Letter C. We shall see if we will steer the ship very well and we anchor safely at the shore. Letter D, letter C. Are you ready? Question number 1. What do we call a gas which has negligible forces of attraction between its molecules and occupies a negligible volume compared to the volume of the container?
Ideal gas.
Ideal gas cannot be wrong. Question number 2. What do we call the number of protons in the nucleus of an atom of an element?
Atomic number.
It cannot be wrong. What do we call a graph of relative abundance of each isotope in a given sample against the relative atomic mass of isotopes?
Mass spectrometry.
Come again?
Mass spectrometry.
Benefit of doubt, the mass spectrum, it is very correct. What do we call the law which states that the rate of diffusion of a gas is inversely proportional to the square root of its density under standard conditions of temperature and pressure?
Graham's law.
Graham's law is very correct. What do we call a substance formed when or part of the ionizable hydrogen ions in an acid has been replaced by metallic ion or ammonium radical?
Salt.
A salt is very correct. What do we call the type of bond breaking in which each of the 2 atoms involved in the body retains one of the bonding electrons?
Covalent bonding.
Come again?
Covalent bonding.
Wrong answer. Homolytic fusion, or you can call it homolysis. Question number 7. What do we call plastics which become softy and moldable on heating without undergoing any significant chemical changes and hardens on cooling?
Thermosoftening plastics.
Or you can even simply call them thermoplastics is very correct. Question number 8. What do we call the enthalpy change that occurs when one mole of a substance completely burns in oxygen?
Enthalpy of combustion.
Enthalpy of combustion cannot be wrong. What do we call a reaction in which an atom or a group of atoms are removed from a saturated molecule to form unsaturated molecules?
Elimination reaction.
That is very correct. What do we call the determination of elements or ions present in a substance?
Elemental analysis.
That is wrong. The answer begins with Q. It is in the finals. I may have known it. Question number 11. What do we call the distance from the center of a spherical mirror or lens to the focal point?
Focal length.
It cannot be wrong. What do we call a physical quantity that has both magnitude and direction?
Vector quantity.
It cannot be wrong. What is the constant rate of change of displacement of a body?
Uniform
One.
velocity.
Uniform.